host of the Gridiron.
But his quarterback. But this week coming up, right? We got Drew Lock. Right? Who's gonna be the starter? Now, I mean, he's done some good things. He's done some head scratching things. I mean, one of the biggest. I mean, without going over the whole game, I mean, just one of those things was just, and you can even see Dable at the top of the screen, very top of the screen, right? Drew Lock drops back. It was third down. I forgot what it was, 3rd and 3 or 4, whatever it was. He starts scrambling. Now, what was it? There we go. Here we go. Now, if Drew Lock kept going straight across, he would have gotten a first down. But the line was here, and he was running straight. Nah. And there's an opening. I could keep running maybe and get the first down, but nah. I'm going to start going sideways, and I'll get tackled over here about 2 yards short of the first. And you could see Dable at the top of the screen, just like, and it was like, what are you doing? And I mean, the pick 6 against the Cowboys, the fumble against, so he's done some, he looks like a movie star. Handsome dude. Oh, yeah, his girlfriend, got a pretty girlfriend too. Oh yeah, and he's about what is it, like $5 million richer. So it'll be interesting to see. I mean, I don't know if gonna have to be interested to see what did this leave a bad taste? I mean, like with Tyrod Taylor, I don't even know if Tyrod Taylor was going to want to come back to the Giants this year after he lost he got injured and he came back, and then he kept Tommy Chicken Cutlet Parmesan in there, and that kind of rubbed Tyrod Taylor the wrong way. And then when he was with the Jets. And earlier this season or in the preseason, he was talking, making fun of the Giants a little bit, or saying some, well, how's it working out for you now, Tyrod? Huh? How them Jets doing? How about them Jets, huh? Right. So it's going to be interesting to see, because Drew came in and he was supposed to be maybe the backup or whatever. And then they got rid of Daniel, and Drew thought maybe he'd be the backup, and then they threw Tommy Chicken Cutlet Parmesan in there, and it might did that rub Drew Lock the wrong way? We'll have to wait and see. Maybe he, he's getting to start, right? It'll be his 3rd start in a row if he's healthy. Maybe he finishes out the season. We'll have to wait and see. Does he want to come back? Oh yeah. See, everything is just hunky and dory, and everybody's holding hands and singing Kumbaya. I'm all roasting marshmallows by the fire and telling stories of past days, and everybody's laughing, and everything's just hunky dory. Yay! Some teams are like that, right? But when nothing goes right, all you do is lose. See, there's some teams that win, right? I mean, not that the Chiefs are a bad team, right? Don't get me wrong. But see, there's some teams like the Chiefs, who get the luck. When the other team is in field, like the Raiders, who are in possible field goal range to kick a game-winning field goal, right? And you have to win. Actually, it's 2 games, I can think, right? And you have to win by the other team possibly the quarterback fumbling a snap for you to get. You're lucky. I don't care how good we found a way to. No, you got lucky. Giants don't get that luck. Then there was the other one. I can't remember who it was against. Denver, maybe? It was a little bit earlier in the season. I think the team, whoever it was, maybe Denver, whatever, I can look it up. But I mean, I think they were trying to kick the game-winning field goal. And of course, the Chiefs, somebody had an arm there and wound up blocking it. Everybody puts arms up and so, I mean, you can even have guys in the backfield and still miss the ball. Well, the Chiefs got lucky, and well, kudos to them. But I mean, when you have to rely on blocking a field, it's a lot of it's luck. I could put my arm up right here and miss the ball. I can move my hand about an inch or so over this way, and I can hit it. Are you lucky enough? The Giants aren't, and some of the other teams are. you know, it is what it is, But it'd be interesting to see if Drew Lock winds up wanting to come back next season. Lost as a team. Okay, quarterback and blockers. Something about Mahomes and the Chiefs. Oh yeah, man. Yeah. Well, I'm just starting to get. See when they started beating finally they started getting. They started becoming like maybe the better team, and Brady and the Patriots weren't the best team anymore. I was happy. I'm like, yeah, thank you. I like Patrick Mahomes and Andy Reid and all of that stuff, and I'm cool. And I was so happy when they beat the Eagles. I was so happy. So if it winds up being the Eagles and the Chiefs in the Super Bowl, I'll be pulling for the Chiefs. But other than that, I'm sick and tired of seeing the Chiefs. I mean, I just can't stand seeing the same team in there every year. So we'll have to wait and see. But I mean, I can't stand. I mean, I like Andy Reid. I think he's a nice guy and all that stuff. But I'm just sick and tired of seeing the same team in there, week in and week out. So it says what Dave was saying was Drew Lock to start at quarterback for the Giants versus the Ravens if he's healthy. So he's a little banged up. The envelope, please. The starting quarterback for the next game for the Giants, 1 p.m. Sunday against the Ravens at MetLife Stadium will be Drew Lock. Come on down, as long as he's healthy enough. So Lock got hit early and often by the Saints in the 14-11 loss and went for an MRI exam Monday to make sure there was not any structural damage behind the soreness he was feeling afterwards. Drew will be a quarterback this week unless he can't, based on injury, head coach Brian Daboll said. The reason Lock gained the starting role 2 weeks ago was because Tommy DeVito injured his right forearm in his first start of the season when lost to the Bucs. Daboll made the curious choice to name DeVito as the replacement to Daniel Jones, even though DeVito had been the quarterback number 3, and Lock had served as quarterback number 2 for each of the first 10 games of the season. And all of a sudden, when Daniel Jones isn't anymore, you think the quarterback number 2 would be elevated to quarterback number 1, but no. Quarterback number 2 stayed stationary, and quarterback number 3 jumped quarterback number 2 to become the starter. So did that rub Drew Lock the wrong way? Is he holding that? At the end of the season, he's going to say, "No, see you later, Giants. I don't want you." They may not want him back either. So, but Lock lost his first start, tossing 1 interception, losing a fumble, which were tough plays. I mean, because the one interception, obviously, against the Cowboys with Drew Lock led to the pick 6, and then the fumble on a scramble. He didn't secure the ball well enough, got punched out, and I think it was 6 plays later led to a touchdown for the Cowboys. So those 2 turnovers were huge. Lock in his second start struggled early and got some things done late, but finished with an unsightly final statistic line of 21 of 49, 227 yards and an interception. He was sacked twice and hit 13 times. Ugh. I mean, there's no offensive line. I mean, what do you expect? Lock did not connect on his first 8 passes. The last NFL quarterback to go 0 for 8 to start a game was Cam Newton of the Panthers back on December 31st, 2017. The Panthers ended up losing that game 22-10 in Atlanta, blowing a chance to win the NFC South. They finished 11-5 and still made the playoffs, though. Daboll did not really offer any compelling reason for sticking with Lock. Yeah, he's played really. He's played. Really had 1 week of practice to go out there and play, Daboll said. Again, things that everybody could do better, but he'd be the quarterback this week if he's healthy. Obviously, goes Malik Neighbors went into the game with a new hip flexor injury and lingered strained groin. His groin lingered. But on the bright side, right? Neighbors has 80 receptions, the most by an NFL player through his first 11 games, because he missed the first 2. He missed 2 games this year with a concussion. So the record of 79 was previously held by Odell Beckham in 2014. So first 11 games. Malik Neighbors with a bad offensive line, a bad team, bad quarterback play, all that stuff and everything. Malik Neighbors as the NFL rookie just for 11 games. That's life. Allies become adversary. Oh, yeah. Oh, you got that right. Oh, yeah. Well, it'd be interesting to see, because if they were thinking about maybe keeping Tommy going forward, right? This would be a perfect time for him. If they think they're going to be here next season, if they think Drew Lock, isn't going to be here, or right, they're going to bring somebody else in, or whatever. I mean, this would be perfect for Tommy. Perfect time for Tommy. I mean, we're out of the playoffs, right? Get Tommy in there, right? Let him do his thing. Get a lot of valuable snaps, and that way next season he should hopefully be a little bit better. The one thing was with him, I mean, you can say this about like almost all the Giant games. It's just the slow start. I mean, in the second half, Tommy did better. In the second half against the Bucs, he started off. It was just, I mean, we were down 23-0 at halftime. So he was able to do better, but. I kind of wondering, did he pick his game up, or did the Buccaneers, allow a bunch of short receptions or whatever, and they came up, made a tackle, keep the clock running, and we just, because in the second half, each team scored one touchdown. But I mean, both, what the heck was it? Tommy's game, right, against the Bucs, we scored no points. Drew Lock against the Cowboys scored 10 points, and then this week here we scored 3 points at halftime, I think. So in the past 3 games, in the first half, we scored a grand total of 13 points. It's like, Tommy's game, right, against the Bucs, we scored 7 points in the second half. Against the Cowboys, we scored 10 points in the second half, and then this week here, we scored the 8 points. And almost scored 11 points. But, I mean, we have no offense. It's just horrible. Horrible. I mean, we get behind the 8 ball. We just, it's like halftime, we got 3 points. Halftime, we're getting shut out. It's like, even against Carolina. But kudos to them. They did a good job. But, they gave the Eagles a good fight for the money. So, kudos to Carolina, right? What profession am I in? Oh, I'm like retired. I'm retired. My wife's got a real good job. So I've been kind of retired. Yeah, I'm writing. I do this. I'm writing a book. Yeah, So I keep pretty busy. All right, then we got. Is this? Oh, let me see here. Is it? Oh, I gotta. See which story we had here. Is this one? Oh, okay, all right, okay. All right, so, but I mean, if you look at with Drew Lock, right? I mean, his numbers are not that impressive. But then again, you got to look at things, right? Our starting tight end is not there. We're losing the offensive lineman left and right. He's running for his life. It's kind of tough to play a real good game of football, right? So. But it was the same thing with DeVito too. I mean, tackles are, so it's just horrible, absolutely horrible. But so if Locke is healthy enough, he's going to play against the Ravens, and they're going to be pissed off because they lost to the Eagles a couple weeks ago. They had their bye week. They're going to come in hopefully kind of a little healthy and all that, and they'll be pissed off. And because they're 8-5, they don't want to lose them any more games, or they might be out of the playoffs. So this is a huge game for them. They really got to win this game. They want to go. They want to be 9-5 after this game's over. They don't want to be 8-6 because the playoffs are coming, and these final 4 games are going to be huge for the Ravens. So.